Hello my friends, it's Mike here at the Villa Gourmet, and I'm here to wax poetic about some of the delicious cheeses that we carry. So today our special guest is Gouda. Gouda is one of the world's most outrageously delicious cheeses with one of the most impressive flavor changes ever to be found in the food world. Let's talk a little bit about where she's from. This gorgeous redhead, I suppose it's a redhead, orange head? This ginger is straight from the Netherlands. This cheese is one of the few name-controlled cheeses that the Dutch actually make, made by Beemster, which is also one of the few famous cheesemakers that are in the country. So, that being said, this cheese is ridiculous. It is so good. It starts off very sharp, almost cut your mouth on it sharp, razor sharp, and then it goes delicious, luxurious, unctuous, sweet, caramel, toffee, bourbony goodness. So it is also one of the other cool things about this cheese is, I don't know if you guys can see, hopefully this is close enough for you, but in the eyelets, in those little openings, the apertures on the surface of the cheese, there are salt crystals. And these salt crystals develop because the moisture escapes the cheese while it ages. And that leaves these incredible lingering salt deposits. And the best thing about these salt crystals, they add a delicious sort of, almost like an explosion of salty, tangy, ridiculously delicious flavor. And it actually adds a bit of a texture to this cheese that you don't normally get in many other interesting cheeses. That being said, the flavor change in this cheese is just ridiculous. It's almost epic. It goes from sharp, sharp, sharp to sweet, 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 sweet. Oh my gosh, I can't talk about this cheese enough because it's outrageously delicious. So, Beemster XO, that's the cheese we're talking about. XO stands for extra old. 26 months of aging here, which is how it gets this ridiculously rock-hard consistency. But don't be fooled. The moment it hits your palate, it starts to melt, and it will coat your mouth with incredible, incredible flavor that you can't escape, really. Very kind of a lingering finish to it, toffee sweet, underlying salty tang, really fantastic stuff. And as you can see by the outrageous color, it's also an eye-catcher, and it's really fun stuff. So this cheese, like I said, interesting, but very flexible. It tends to pair with a lot of different things. In terms of wine, you can do medium to full-bodied reds. You could get away with a Merlot. You could do a Cabernet. You could even do something French, like a French and fruity, like a Gamay Beaujolais, or do something Italian and a little sparkling, like a nice Lambrusco. These cheeses, anything that's sort of medium to firm, will play pretty nicely with a medium to full-bodied red. And Gouda, most expressly, is one of the best beer cheeses on the face of this earth. You could pair this bad boy with just about any beer, but me personally, I have discovered a variety of beers that I call cask-aged beers. There's several different brands, and the cool thing about these cask-aged beers is that they pick up some of the interesting flavor that this cheese exhibits. For example, I like Innocent Gun, who create cask-aged beers in either a rum cask or a scotch cask or a single malt whiskey cask. These cask-aged beers have interesting notes of caramel, interesting notes of bourbon and toffee, and they really exemplify just how pumpkin delicious this cheese is. So I want you guys to be aware, Gouda, it is sinfully delicious. It is a little on the deadly side because you could hurt somebody with it. But that being said, it will change your life for the better. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I have enticed you, I have tantalized your taste buds, and hopefully you're going to eat some cheese. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.